A historic week concluded with a historic day on the lawn of the Council House in downtown Muscogee as the Muscogee Creek Nation gathered media for a double press conference to share two big announcements. The first, the acquisition of Muscogee Memorial Hospital.
Today is just adding on to the resources that we feel is important to Muscogee Creek Nation and the city of Muscogee. We're pleased today that we were able to work with the board, the authority board of the Muscogee Memorial Hospital and the Division of our Health to come to an agreement to where the ownership of the Muscogee Memorial Hospital will now be turned over to Muscogee Creek Nation.
It's exciting from just being a citizen of Muscogee to hear and know about the plans that the nation has for health care for its people, and not only just its people, but the citizens of Muscogee. That was something that was real important to us, that we maintain a community hospital for the whole community, and that's what's happened now. So this ends up being a win-win for everybody. That the nation's going to bring resources and the ability to do things for our community that we weren't able to do on a standalone basis as a sole community hospital. So I think it's the beginning of a new day. I think it's, as Chief said, it's appropriate. We're doing it here. I think Seneca and his groups to be congratulated. We've had a good working relationship, and I look forward to continuing that working relationship in the future as we go on from a community standpoint.
We're very excited about this opportunity that we have in front of us. As you already know, we have 6 facilities that spread across 11 counties of the Muscogee Creek Nation. We do currently have a hospital down in Okemah, and however, we feel that assuming this OMH, it expands our resources and the opportunities that we have. OMH does have a lot of opportunities and resources at this time, and we feel that we will be able to expand on those resources, expand into the care for the Muscogee Creek citizens and the community members of Muscogee.
Chief Tiger also talked about the significance of having the press conference at the Council House.
I can remember, and Speaker Alexander and I talked about when we were young and small, how we used to run around on this lawn and how our elders took care of business upstairs. And at that time, even though the Muscogee Creek Nation didn't have the resources that we have today, they certainly laid the foundation for us that are elected officials today to carry on their vision. And I feel that it was appropriate that we come here.
The second part of the press conference focused on a resolution to an ongoing struggle to keep artifacts here at Muscogee Creek Nation. Together with the Council House Museum Association, the Muscogee Creek Nation announced a resolution to the matter. The artifacts and cultural items that were removed from the Council House are coming back to Muscogee. They won't be up for sale at auction.
Yesterday we had a meeting in my office, and I want to tell you that we're able to make this announcement today, that through the efforts of the Muscogee Creek Nation and this board, the ability for us to preserve history, because as you know, there's no price tag for history and culture and tradition. It's priceless. We've came to an agreement that we're going to work together, and that through the efforts of both sides, that those artifacts will be brought back to where it belongs, and that's to Muscogee, Oklahoma, and to the Muscogee Creek Nation.
We're here on the lawn of the historic Council House in downtown Muscogee. I am with Principal Chief George Tiger. And Chief, other than Festival Week, I don't think weeks get much bigger at the Muscogee Creek Nation than the one we've just had.
Oh, it's really been a historic week. Of course, on Monday, the transfer of property from University of Oklahoma to Muscogee Creek Nation for the George and I Rehab Center. Today, taking over ownership of Muscogee Memorial Hospital from the Hospital Authority Board of the City of Muscogee. And so then to top it off with, I know, a very special topic for our citizens was the artifacts of the Muscogee Creek Nation that was housed in the Council House for many decades, and now we're owners of that, and so we're all pleased with that this week.
I know it's great because we look at all the beautiful renderings of the new health facilities and also the services they're going to provide, not only being good patrons to our citizens, but also good neighbors to the city of Okmulgee. As you said, nothing changes with this community hospital. It remains just that, a community hospital. And as it regards to the artifacts, Chief, I think we all thought that something would be resolved here. It's just a matter of when.
You know, Jason, you've heard me say it many times, just a matter of sitting across the table from each other. You know, with the hospital, you know, there's no sinking ships. You know, the waters are rising. In terms of what we're doing as Muscogee Creek Nation, we're working in partnerships with all the communities that we have shared jurisdictions with. So the artifacts, certainly, you know, we wanted to be able to have it in the hands that, you know, it should be in, and it's the Muscogee Creek people.
It's a great thing. It's a great day here, and wonderful news, wonderful conference for the Muscogee Creek Nation. Thank you so much, Principal Chief.
You.